Hello everybody, Captain Marty here, and it is Wednesday, April the 9th, and the Outer Banks is coming alive on the fishing front. I have a lot to talk about. I'll be back to do that in just a moment.
Teachers Lair Marina in Hatteras Village is the closest spot on the Outer Banks to the Gulf Stream. Just inside Hatteras Inlet, Teachers Lair is fully loaded with bait, tackle, ice, snacks, and drinks for your fun-filled day out on the water. Want to get rigged up to catch the big one? Lee and the gang in the tackle shop can outfit you to catch whatever is eager to get hooked. To see the marina, the tackle shop, or to book a charter, go online to teacheslair.com. Teachers Lair Marina in Hatteras Village. Your fishing venture awaits.
Real. That's the first word that comes to mind when I think about Outland Seafood in Mans Harbor. Yeah, they're the first and last place you see coming to and leaving the Outer Banks on Highway 64 in Dare County, but they're also real when it comes to fresh local seafood. Troy Outland, real. Curtis and Josh, real. The indoor crab shedders, real. Stop by and see for yourself right next to White Shopping Center and check them out on social media. Outland Seafood in Mans Harbor, real.
So as we've been talking about the last few days, when the wind is not blowing and we've had off and on strong winds, seems like we get a day or two of a strong wind, a day or two of a fishable wind. And when the winds are fishable offshore, it's been really good fishing. Down in Hatteras, everything is starting to pop. They have blackfin tuna. They still have bluefin tuna. They have king mackerel. We had the first wahoo of the year. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's been a few mahi and maybe even a billfish, although I don't have that confirmed. I haven't heard that yet. Up to Oregon Inlet, the big bluefin tuna are still there. Been there since Christmas. And these are big bluefin tuna. And then from the Gulf Stream canyons all the way to the end of Jeanette's Pier in Nags Head, we've had the schooling-sized bluefin tunas. And at times we've had the big ones in there too. I was checking on that today. They're eating sardines and herring, things like that. I wouldn't be surprised if they're eating menhaden and butterfish as well. But there's a food source there that is keeping them nibbling close to shore. That's why a bluefin tuna is different than the yellowfins, blackfins, and big-eye tuna. The bluefin tuna don't mind cold water, green water, or shallow water, and they will go wherever the food source is. It's just been a real boon for our off-season fishery, and people have had a lot of fun, including a couple, one off the pier, off Jeanette's Pier, one out of a kayak. Next thing, somebody's going to catch one out of the surf. We'll see how all that goes. What else? We mentioned the king mackerel down in Hatteras, but when we jump back to the beach, we've had a decent showing of yearling drum. Mostly what I've been seeing is yearling drum and all the old favorite places. Of course, Ocracoke, being further south, has had a little bit more of the drum activity. They've had both red drum and black drum. And we've had a pretty good bite up on Cape Point on some days where the drum fishing is good as well. Now, these are the bigger drum, but there's also a good showing of slot-sized puppy drum up and down. We're even starting to see them now off the northern beaches, and we're seeing a few up in the Chesapeake Bay even. So this is all really good news. Even though the weather cooled off a lot air temperature-wise yesterday, the bite is still on in the surf. And we've already had sea mullet and some good catches of sea mullet. We've had some bottom fish off the piers, and the piers are all opening up now. Every weekend another pier seems to open. And you know what? It's time to go wet a line and go fishing. We have other stuff to talk about too, though. A lot of that is in the backcountry. I'll take a little break here, take a drink of water, and I'll be right back to talk to you about that.
Come and experience fishing for the whole family aboard the Crystal Dawn at Pirates Cove Marina in Manio. The Crystal Dawn is a roomy 65-foot headboat, fully equipped with the latest gear to give you the best fishing experience. Worried about getting seasick? Fear not. The Crystal Dawn stays in safer and shallower waters to lessen the likelihood of that happening. Half-day and private fishing trips are available. To find out more, go online to crystaldawnheadboat.com. The Crystal Dawn Headboat out of Pirates Cove. Fishing that is fun for all ages.
Our sound fishing is slowly picking up with some really encouraging news in that the bait supply, just like with the bluefin tuna, where the bait is in the sound is where the bite is going to be. And the finger mullet, black mullet, jumping mullet, whatever you want to call them. I understand that the estuaries are seeing them in good fashion. I actually saw myself yesterday driving down the edge of a canal bank close along the Sound Shore in Englehard and saw a couple mullet flipping out of the water. That's a good thing. And that's what our puppy drum bite is starting to fire up on right now out in the Sound. They also are having an occasional black drum and some more gray trout than speckled trout of late. That according to Gray Davis from Hyde Guides. It keeps me informed on most everything going on that way. And then, of course, you got your freshwater fishing as well. And that includes your crappie and your bass. Crappie being speckled perch. And we should be seeing some raccoon perch now as well. So really, no matter which way you want to look, there's something to go fishing for. No excuses. Can't get out there and wet a line. That's what's going on in our fishing report. And I'll keep you posted as we work towards the weekend. And day by day, fishing is doing nothing but getting better, just like I hope you are. Have a blessed day.